Now we're pleased to be joined by Adam King from 10 TV, WBNS, our sister station here. And Adam, obviously pleasure to have you here at the desk with us. First things first, you just came from the school session. For people at home who don't know, what is that and what did you take away from it?
So school session is something the Buckeyes do every home game. They walk in, the band plays, and then the team walks in and gives a message to Buckeye Nation, all the fans that are in there. My biggest takeaway is it was the most passionate speech from Ryan Day all year. Typically he gives a couple lines and then says fight and they walk out. Today, it wasn't about that. He said, this is not about our opponent. It is about us. It's about our culture. It's about everything we work for, and it's about our integrity. I thought that last line might have been, I don't know, maybe an off-the-cuff line about what's happened the past 3 years up north.
Absolutely, and you've covered this team very in-depthly all season long. How would you assess just the mentality and focus heading into this matchup?
I think it's the best I've seen it since I've been around this team, and that's because sometimes in rivalry games you get sound bites. Sometimes you get, players too locked in, too making it bigger than it really is, to say the least. This team they didn't talk. They don't want to talk. They just want to play the football game. They know they're the better team on paper. They want to go out there and show it. And I think that matters the most in a game like this because the Buckeyes are heavily favored. You go out and give, sound bites, that's not necessary. Just go play the football game. And if you play the way you're supposed to, you win.
Absolutely.
And obviously a really talented Buckeyes team this year, including QB1 Will Howard, being a transfer from Kansas State coming into this year. This is his first rivalry game, as well as some of the other star players on this team. For Will specifically, how have you been able to see him immerse himself in the Buckeye community in such a short amount of time?
That's a good question because I can't remember a transfer, maybe in all of college football, that has immersed themselves the way that Will Howard has. He has only been on campus since early last spring, and you would think that he grew up in Columbus, the way he handles this rivalry, the way that he is so proud to be a Buckeye, and that's important. That's what you want from your quarterback. That was a lot of concern when you go get a transfer quarterback trying to lead a championship team. Is this guy going to be bought in enough? He certainly is. When it comes to the rivalry, he said just the other day, it's not a rivalry, it's a way of life. And to say that after only being on campus for such a short period of time. I mean, there are people that grew up in Columbus. From the first day they were born, they were taught, you don't talk about that team up north. Will Howard's only had that for 9 months, and he's bought in.
Pretty impressive. Two more questions for you real quick. What or who do you think will be the biggest factor in determining the outcome of the game today?
Cold. It's very cold. I think that helps Michigan. I think it's hard to throw the football in the cold. It's hard to catch the football in the cold. The more that the Wolverines can slow this game down, that's going to be a big factor. And then the defensive line. Listen, if this defensive line can get after Michigan, it's going to be a long day for the Wolverines. But if he can stand back there and have time, that's how guys get open in the secondary. You cannot have that happen. If I'm Jim Knowles looking at that Michigan passing game, I blitz every single play, obviously. Not truly, because then you'd lose a football game.
There you go, absolutely. I appreciate the time again. Adam King here from 10 TV here in Columbus. He'll be covering the game as well for the Buckeyes. And of course, obviously, fans are a big part of this game day atmosphere. Chase Bachman was out earlier looking at the tailgate. Chase, what do you got?
You guys, what is up? I'm here with Dom. He's been tailgating at Ohio State for 20 years now, and look at this incredible setup. This is one of the biggest and best trucks I've ever seen. They got the sound system, they got the TV over there. Look at that. This is insane. Dom, how long have you been doing it this big?
Well, I've been doing this big for 15 years. The Woody Wagon came to life about 15 years ago. We took an old ambulance, Travis Ulmer and myself, and we remodeled the whole thing. It's decked out. We've got signatures here, all kinds of greats from Ohio State. Urban Meyer, Gene Smith, John Cooper, Von Broadnex, Cornelius Green, and even Gary Marcinek and a few other greats that played at Ohio State. On that side, we've got not only the two-time Heisman Trophy winner, Archie Griffin, but Logan Stieber, four-time Hodge Trophy winner, All-American, and Kyle Snyder, gold medal winner from our wrestling Bucks.
What is it about Ohio State that is so special that makes people love them so much?
I tell everyone, when you come to Ohio State, you go to any college, it's a 4-year experience, but at Ohio State, it's a lifetime experience.
Yeah. What is going to be the result of today's game? What do you think? How do you think it's going to play out?
Listen, this game, it doesn't matter what the records are. It all goes out the window. The team that wants it more is going to win the game, and I think this team's going to play for Ryan Day and for Buckeyes all across the country. We're going to get them today.
How cool would it be to get back to the Big Ten championship, to play and possibly win a Big Ten championship again?
We need one. It's been a while. We went out to Oregon, and they got us. We made a few mistakes. I think if they come to India, the score is going to be a little different.
Absolutely. All right, well, guys, we're going to throw it back to you. Tailgate party is rocking over here.
Go Bucks!
Appreciate the perspective, Chase. Sure looks like a whole lot of fun. Well, it's time for another break, but before we go to it, here is a look at our final trivia question of the day. Here we go. When is the last time Michigan won back-to-back games inside the shoe? That answer coming your way next when we return.